Hey everybody, welcome to Withrow Springs State Park. It's a nice little park in northwest Arkansas. Anyway, we're going to pull in here to the visitor center. And I don't know how they allocate the funds to the different state parks, but there's definitely a difference from park to park. This visitor center is just, well, kind of humble compared to some of the other ones I've seen lately. We'll get checked in, and here we are at campsite number 2. It's a pretty ordinary site, and there's a nice wooded hill behind the campsite there. Not bad. Here's a shot from up on the hill. We're getting ready to do a little hiking, but before we go, I wanted to try out this time-lapse photography. It's always interesting. The clouds are really coming in, and the weather's changing. It's getting kind of cool. I like that. There's this forest trail, and the trailhead is so close you could actually see it from the campsite. So we just walked over, decided to give it a look. And it's just cold enough where you really want to keep walking or you're going to get chilled. Perfect hiking weather. The only bad part was it was kind of misting rain just a little bit. It didn't bother me though. There's not a whole lot to see on this trail. It's kind of ordinary. So any fallen tree or anything like that, I went over to check out. But every single tree kind of has its own story to tell. There's a beauty in it, the beauty of the forest as it's going through its life cycle. But as you can see, the trail is just really huge. It was wide enough to drive a four-wheeler through. Anyway, after that, we went back for supper. Guess what tonight? Pork chops. I kind of like grilled pork chops, and so this is a special treat. Here we go, pork chops, corn, and baked beans. Now that's pretty good eating. Very good. Well, good night, everybody. We'll see you in the morning. And good morning. I've got the coffee turned on, trying to be quiet. For breakfast, we are going to have pancakes. Found those rocks around the campsite. How about 3 perfect pancakes? They don't always come out that way, but today they really turned out well. My favorite syrup, log cabin. Oh yeah, just right. It really got cold last night. There's frost all over the ground. Everything is crisp. I forgot to put this chair up. Oh well. Anyway, we're going to load up and head to another trailhead. Hopefully this trail will be a little better than the last one. Much better. This is the War Eagle Trail. This is the kind of trail I really like. It's much more interesting. Very nice. They even put up these little guard rails. It's not very far from the forest trail. As you can see, maybe a couple of miles from camp. But it's not really kid-friendly. One little slip and off you'd go. So there's some areas that add a little excitement to the trail. There's some elevation gain. But look at that. Absolutely stunning. This is the kind of trail I like to hike. I highly recommend this trail, anybody in the area. There's also caves along this trail. Here's a small cave. You'd have to really get down on your belly to crawl through the hole down there. But all the caves are closed due to white nose syndrome that the bats get. They're trying to protect the bats. So we'll keep going a little bit further. And it's not too long until you come to an even bigger cave. Take a look at this one. Really nice. And in fact, you can hear water running down there. Let me let you listen. Now, that cave is big enough you could get into, and I'd like to go, but they're all closed. So instead, we go up. The trail goes that way. Let's go. It's always fun when you get to do a little climbing. It wasn't too hard. Finally, we came to a nice perch, a place to launch the drone. This will give you some idea of the view and how high up we really are now. Spectacular, really. Very nice. Can you see us? There we are in that little area. And this is the hard part, trying to land. There are too many trees around, so I can't just put it on automatic return, so I have to manually fly it in. My wife's not worried about it. She knows I can fly it pretty good. But you never know. A little gust of wind could come up and whoops. I know you really can't see the drone, but you can see the shadow. There we go, safe and sound. We're headed back now. This was a lot of fun and really enjoyed this trail. The War Eagle Trail. Check it out if you get a chance. You'll enjoy it, and it doesn't take very long. We had a great time. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Bye now.